Hey everybody, what's up? It's CCG Nerd. I'm back again with my Boros deck, Solar Eclipse. We're running Volumachus Lorehold and some Invoke Calamity and some Invoke Justice, just to kind of use two of the invocation spells because I think they're great. We've got the land base that's pretty mixed and varied to support that. We've got removal with Doomskar, Igneous Inspiration, Rip Apart, Flame Blessed Bolt. Got some test of talents for those tricky matchups with the counterspell decks or the black grinded out type of decks. We've got Reckless Impulse, just as another way to kind of get some lands and cards, and also Professor of Symbology and Igneous Inspiration to help with the learning to make sure we get enough lands. And then just a quick look at our sideboard. Everybody's pretty familiar with the lessons by now. So I had a pretty good winning streak earlier. I was trying some other decks for a while, but I always kind of come back to this Solar Eclipse deck, and the fun I'm having with it, and I'm kind of close to Mythic towards the end of the season, so I thought, might as well give it a push and see what happens. I think I'm Diamond, rank 1, maybe halfway up the side, so, hopefully this will be a real short video. We'll knock it out real quick, 3 or 4 straight wins, and boom, Mythic tier, here we go. But we'll see what happens. I like this if we draw a couple lands, at least one land, so we'll go with it. Last time I was punished pretty hard for not keeping a hand like this, so we'll see. I hate to keep with less than 3 lands, but we did alright this time, I guess. And I think here we go ahead with the Doomskar because that 1/2 is not really much of a threat at this point. If we can get the red mana, we've really got a great, if this is mono white. Get Doomskar a couple times, once at instant speed, and we'll be happy campers. That test of talents will probably be the first thing we'll be discarding. I think this turn we kill... Let's just kill the Hopeful Initiate because the Luminarch could make something else a little bigger. But if they play another... alright, let's do that. Tough call. 3 is kind of our damage amount that we're doing right now, so it'd be nice to keep everything less than 3 toughness. I'd probably take the Sciences, honestly. Maybe the Rip Apart. Yeah, okay. Well, still got a good life total. We get to use our Sciences. Trying to decide if we want a Doomskar now. I don't think that they really have quite enough threat on the board, especially with us getting some life back with the Sciences, so we'll hold off. Hope that we can draw some more land. Or maybe we should Reckless Impulse just to make sure we get some more land. If they're both land, that'd be a bummer, but we'll live with that. Okay, that's pretty good. Can take out 1 creature next turn, or we could do the Doomskar, kind of depending what else they do. Because now we've got a chump blocker for the Luminarch too to kind of string them along for another turn. And we're, we've got the mana now to bring our Doomskar back once at instant speed, which I'm going to assume is going to be enough to end the game. So now we can do it once. Get a good hit here. I don't think they're going to have any haste or anything that's really going to make us regret it. So we'll be able to do the Doomskar, but not the Professor, which is a bit of a bummer. But there's no way we can wait on the Doomskar, so that's what it is. Another Luminarch, of course. Need to have at least 1 on board at all times, right? So I'm not sure that I would have played that into the Rip Apart necessarily. She's one we need our Doomskar for. Unfortunately, these Invoke Justices are doing nothing. guess we can do one and do Igneous and a Rip Apart, and then we'll get another learn too. So I think might as well just do it now. A little bit better off taking the Scry there, honestly, but I feel like we're in a pretty good spot, still having another doomskar to cast. Although we're kind of getting quite a bit of the lands here, aren't we? Got plenty to discard, so I might as well just play it and get them out of the deck. Good, we got another creature out of them, but that puts us dangerously close to the death now. So I don't think we can do Amerias when they have that, all that on the board. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7, 8 mana. Does 8 mana do us much? Not really. But we still have plenty to discard, so we might as well play it. See if we can draw anything at all. Oh, they get the Amerias, but I think I have enough. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. No, I'll be one short of Amerias. But I could always play it as a land. Alright, let's get something here. For how good we started, we really run out of options. Well, it's just like getting us going for another turn, but I guess so. Maybe that'll get the scoop. There we go, finally something to do. Little Mr. Lorehold Dragon. Pretty bad for the draws there, I'd say, but we can get Amerias down, and then we'll have good defense anyway. Take your pick, take your pick. And we start the upward climb with our life total here. And we'll start holding on to lands. We've got plenty, and we've got plenty of things to make us want to discard them. Alright, one game closer to Mythic. Let's just do it straight. I think usually when I get to these last couple, I end up going all the way back down at least once. And then working my way back up, so if that's the case, maybe we won't hit it tonight, but man, that'd be nice. And so I used to play Magic a long time ago when I was in high school, you know, played with my friends, bought a lot of cards, you know, traded back and forth to make decks work, had a lot of fun with it, and then, you know, probably didn't play Magic for 20 years or so, and then you know, one of my friends introduced me to Arena, and it was like, oh, this is a pretty good format to play on. It definitely has its flaws, don't get me wrong, but you know, it makes it a lot easier than trying to play paper with people all the time. What this is Boros aggro deck. Those are pretty popular now. They're hitting heavy. Get some chump blockers down. They don't generally have any trample. And we can kind of windfall into a farewell, or just start doing lore hold commands and, you know, taking out creatures and putting our own on the battlefield, depending what they do here. Could see a Yasharn coming. Okay, well they do have trample now then. Guy will definitely be a problem, but they couldn't attack with the Luminarch this turn, so that's nice. Another good block if I can play another Professor, so that's sweet. Looks like our Sciences is not too pressing, because we're actually drawing land. What else can we do? Probably still want land. Can always discard that otherwise. Next turn we can do the Windfall to get into the farewell range. And I think from there, once we get up to 5 lands, this matchup will be looking a lot better for us. It's just a matter of getting to that 5 or 6 lands. And the Scalds. Okay, so they're not going to be able to play all of that. That Redain could be trouble. The Angel Fire is definitely trouble. So I mean, if they attack with the 5/5 trample, I'm only preventing 2 damage by blocking it, so I don't know if I necessarily do that. Next turn they can sure put a lot on it though. He has no graveyard now. I guess we'll kill their Luminarch. I mean, that seems like a no-brainer. Yeah, okay. Okay. Well, now we're definitely needing to do a farewell next turn, so let's not leave it up to suspense. Love to do the Sciences, but we just can't quite do it. So 5 mana. Oh, that's rough. They almost have to play the Angel Fire, I think. Then they probably can't play much else. Okay, he's gonna have a lot of cards to play. Okay, so Alana and Elena and some lands. We'll definitely block here. Don't know what single target we get for the War Singer, but the farewell is looking good right now, at least. It's nice how the trample damage kind of happens after, and you can do that. Seems somewhat unintuitive to me. Seems like it's simultaneous type. Alana and Elena is not bad because they can't buff it. They almost have to play one of them. So it's just a matter of what they buff when they put it down. And can we block that with our lore hold token? If that's it, we're good. That's one card, Alana and Elena, that seems like it should just be really amazing. But I don't know if it's the fact that it's, you know, 4 mana or what it is, but it's just, you know, it doesn't seem to work out as well as it should. That worked out well for them, not gonna lie on that. Let's see, I don't think we're quite at Doomskar, but if they make that 6 and that 5, that's gonna be pretty brutal. And if we could do Aiganjo and that would be great, but I guess we can do this and the lore hold. Hope for better days. Hope for a Doomskar. But we can't afford to do a Seize the Spoils, really, because we need to take care of as much of this damage as possible. So I guess, man, that's brutal, but I guess that's what we have to do, right? We have to do it now. So then they can't attack with that, right? I don't think we get any damage this turn anyway. We desperately need a Doomskar or an Invoke Calamity though. Yeah, we're 15 cards in, total of 7 chances, so we'll see. I think what we can do is get the lore hold out, because he'll dig 7 cards deep. That's our best chance. Because right now Doomskar is the only way. Or Invoke Calamity. Can go either way. But that's the only way. And we'll see if they attack with both or not. Oh, that guy has haste. So that's game, isn't it? Yeah. Unfortunate. We had to get the haste one. One more turn, we were good. Maybe. Yeah. I think the persistence with the Venerable Warsinger really was nice. It's a deck I've kind of tried to make something work with before, and it's just not quite come together that well. I think the fact I don't have a lot of that card in my collection either right now, so there is that. All right, we're back to needing 3 wins, 3 in a row here. Let's go. Chucklebuck. Okay, we've got 3 lands. Got a removal. Got good mana way down the road, so let's try it. Although I wish we had a way to discard that. And a Doomskar, of course. Okay. Might be an okay deck not to have the Doomskar right away. Can kind of work our way into it. Test of Talents will probably come in handy a little later. I thought they kept a 1-lander. So should we get them a Sciences? I mean, I'm pretty sure that's what they'll get. Do we need a Sciences? Not really. And just wait for a threat, maybe. Although if we get a Sciences, we're getting there. Yeah, let's just get the Eye Twitch out of the way. Better now than when they want to grab Environmental Sciences with it, I guess. Maybe later on we'll be able to do a little exiling. This is one of those Orzhov super mega value decks. could be in for a long match. Hopefully between that and protecting it with that, we don't have to go down to the wire. It's just one of those where you probably got to really watch as far as getting him out. Because they would love to exile him or kill him before he even gets in an attack. I think we might use the lore hold command. Doesn't seem like a great value, but at least then we get a threat down that they have to deal with. So I guess it's not the worst thing in the world. We're drawing a crap ton of land. Give me a planeswalker to hit, please. Don't think I necessarily have any reason to rush it. Any sort of card draw, the Invoke Calamity would be kind of appealing. Unfortunately, that's not the case. But our opponent is basically going to give us all day to do what we want to do, it looks like. Or maybe they just don't have any aggressive threat either. Onyx territory. That one we can probably take care of. Oh, Planeswalker. Nothing yet. Okay. They're waiting on mine maybe, huh? Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 mana only. I feel like we're not going to be able to keep that held out. They're in great meat hook territory, so I think we do that for now and pass the turn. I think they don't want to do anything until they can also get some sort of protection going. Well, it looks like they're going to kill this guy now. I don't see why they would attack otherwise. Doesn't make sense. Two more lands and we're rolling. Or an Invoke Justice, then we'll risk it. I mean, we've got two, maybe we should anyway, huh? Because we can do our own Amirias now. Not quite sure where this goes from here. Looks like it's going to be interesting. Haven't had any doomskar or anything yet, so those will hopefully be coming up soon. Some card draw will be coming up soon. And we'll keep them busy with Volomakis. It might be holding up Emperor. I wouldn't be surprised if they were. Get some attacks in. Love to draw land. It's a little surprising. They don't care about blocking, I guess. Card draw. There we go. Or should we do face? It's 8. Let's do card draw. I think we need card draw. Gonna discard. What are we gonna discard? Ooh. That's the problem, isn't it? I think all those are pretty good to hold on to for now. So let's just do a little face and learn. Meat hook I'm okay with. He's a digging. Let's let him dig and we'll test of talents what he actually casts. If it comes down to that. Hate for him to top deck it after I get rid of his Deadly Dispute. Outcarded me, which is pretty rare. A little desperate. Gonna kill that.
You'll be safer. You're done.
Would kill both of them if they do block, right? Get a little more gas just in case. A little more card draw just in case. I don't think we need to do the doomskar. Let's do this for lull. Boom. That's why we added that. Nothing to meat hook. He can grab the Emperor, which is not going to help at all. We need is the lore hold down. Keep him close. That really tied up most of his mana. So unless he has like Infernal Grasp or something. Kind of like our odds. But it could come right down to the wire. I mean, if he has another Invoke Despair, that's not going to be good, right? Let's put that down just for the desperate one life. And Lord Hold Command would be great off the top here. Or I'll take Igneous too, you know. Oh, that'll do it, baby. There we go. That'll do it. Let's put a creature on just in case he has something to do. Get to the late game and make the big boy plays. Two more. Two more on the quest to Mythic. I wonder what we get this time. I'm gonna guess mono white. Haven't seen mono white in a while. Either that or some sort of terrible is it. Okay, mono white. We won the bet anyway, huh? At least we have the doomskar. That's nice. So we need that for white and that for white by turn 3. I mean, if they play enough creatures anyway. By turn 3 we'll probably kill Thalia, huh? We 100% have to get our doomskar down there. Well, definitely a race against mono white doing enough damage here. I'm great if they do that. Oh. How can you do that as an aggro deck on turn 3? Wow. So we got a white, we got a red in hand. We also have another white in hand, don't we? Yep. So I think we go with red. Okay, so I think we'll just play an Amelius tapped. And next turn, hopefully we can actually do something. I mean, we've got 2 4s, so unless they double Spellbinder us, we should be okay. Can also just probably just do Doomskar next turn. And then they can Spellbinder the rest of our stuff that we'll be able to cast anytime soon, probably. They're only getting in for 4 damage here. I think we can live with that. Okay, so the Field of Ruin is nice for their dragon. We don't need another red mana just yet. I think we go for the Doomskar, because definitely get some pressure off of us. There's always another Thalia, isn't there? Without fail. I don't know about that move either. Alright, so that one takes 6 to cast. Can do Seize the Spoils first, I guess, and get rid of this Test of Talents. I think we've got our... We don't quite have our Invoke Calamity. We're 1 land short. So next turn we can get the Professor down and learn. And I think we'll probably Flame Bolt one of those two. During... depending what they do, I guess. Maybe we'll be all in on Doomskar and just try to tough it out. See, that one I'm kind of disappointed they got that. Definitely need to kill something now. Just a matter of Thalia. I don't know if the Thalia matters that much, but I guess it does if I get Sciences. Five could have 6 mana. We're short a red. Gonna be short 2 reds if I do this. And it's almost gonna have to come down untapped to kill that. Yeah, let's kill Thalia then. We probably got a couple turns to get a doomskar on the Frost Dragon. Is kind of what it amounts to here, right? So we're gonna need some more red mana to make that happen. I don't think the white mana is helping us a whole lot. We could take a blocker for that. Get us sciences, put another blocker down. I think that's the play. I'm going to take the cave attacks, but we'll get the lands we need anyway to be able to do our invoke calamity. Or not. We really need a dual red land, don't we? This might be a rough way to go. I haven't really run into trouble with getting enough of a certain color of mana. The game makes it tough. Doomskar still is great though. Okay, so we got our red mana. That's nice. So how much does that take though? Takes it all. I think we attack. So we have to do it next turn. You know what, I shouldn't have attacked, because then they would have had to activate the frost. They might anyway. Yep, beautiful. Oh shoot, I forgot about the tax of the extra on the doomskar. Oh, I doomed myself. Redain. No, that was all on me. That should have been a win. Easy to overlook that when you're casting from your graveyard. I'll get you next time, mono white. Here we are again with kind of a rough mana situation, but we're first. We have 3 ways to get some mana, so we'll just have to hope we get there. Usually going first and having 2 land and having to search for it works a lot better than going second. What are we going to do, mono white again? Oh, we are. Okay. I mean, that's fun. I think we need to get this down right away. Get untapped red next turn for our bolt, and we'll be in business. Or igneous, we'll see. Okay, there's somebody just bought a bolt right there. But we do need the red mana. So I don't know if we can bolt right now. I guess we play that. Can't cast sciences even, so I guess we'll play another one of these and get another sciences. Then next turn we'll start going to town on all these creatures. I think we double block the initiate just to kill it, so we can kill Thalia next turn, I think. I mean, depending what they do here. That would be a pretty strong sequence for us. Okay, we can still kill Thalia next turn. Yeah, Illuminarch will not be that big. Although they probably have another Thalia. It just doesn't work out smoothly no matter what I do, unfortunately. We could honestly just foretell the doomskar before it gets grabbed. I think we get Thalia out of there and just hope they don't have another one. And hope we can draw land or get a sciences down to start making things happen. Even going first, having a little bit of trouble getting all of our land in play here. I'm glad they did the land that way, I will say that. I think we discard from our hand here to try to get a land. Felt like some games you're just meant to lose. 11 cards in and 3 land. Okay. I mean, it's not the worst. 12 cards in, I guess. Can certainly attack me for 3. Thinking about the Emperor, probably. Whether it's worth it to put it down or leave it for a surprise. It would definitely be better for them to put it down and +1 that Luminarch, but you know, it's really not possible for them to know that. I think even next turn, I don't know about this, I think we'll just go for 2 environmental sciences. Start getting some more lands on board so we can start doing our big plays. I think once we get a big old creature down, we'll be in good shape. Sure, they've got the Brutal Cathar, but at least then they have to play it so we can get rid of it. I don't think we're getting roped. I think maybe they got disconnected or something. We'll just have our dragons play together while they win. Oh, there we go. Or maybe that's auto, I'm really not sure. It must be because they didn't even attack. I will give them a moral victory if it ends up coming to that. But I think we're in a pretty good shape at avoiding that. Unless they have 2 Redains and then, you know, or not 2 Redains, 2 Spellbinders. That would be the one that gets us. If they get our doomskar and our farewell. And they must have got, okay. I'm glad to see they're back anyway, kind of. That's probably the right call there. Can't really do a doomskar anymore or anything, so I mean, I guess it's a question of, is it even worth it to kill the Thalia? I think it is. It's 2 less damage. They might be a little more likely to put out some more creatures. Got all our lands. That's probably a little slow. Let's just do that. That worked well a game or so ago. Can shut down their Luminarch for 1 turn for only 2 mana. And then maybe get a Doomskar going. How many lands do we need? We need 2 lands. At least 2 lands. Okay, so they're gonna buff that. So maybe we just Doomskar next turn then, I guess. We're gonna have that much damage on board. And we've got, you know, 2 of them. No point in taking a risk. I really wish we could get a land. I guess we'll take care of that, and maybe we're gonna discard. Maybe we'll get rid of, I hate to get rid of one of those, man. That's kind of weak, isn't it? I don't necessarily want him to train up either, though. What are we going to discard? We can discard the academic probation right now. We could either that or take the introduction. Get a land next turn for sure. Huh? I think that's the way to go. We can definitely survive one more turn. With the caves, they can only get us with one. We're bound to hit a little bit more likely somewhere. Oh, the Legion Angels begin. Okay. Well, we've got that for the first one. We kind of need that as a land, I think. So I think that's what we'll do. If we do this, we can still use the academic probation if necessary. Or we could doomskar that and hold up something for that. How close are we? Yeah, we need some red mana for a really good doomskar. Okay, so I think we do this. And then doomskar. And then try to work towards an invoke calamity doomskar to get their land as well. It's hard to pass up that, really. Now we'll get a solar hold. Let's do that, I guess. That's probably the right call. Like a 4-turn timer anyway. Maybe 5 if I can get it to play. Oh, there's our red mana. Now they've got 3 of them though. So maybe we just go big and hope they don't have the Cathar, huh? If they have the Cathar, we're done though. Probably. We can get one of their lands this way. One with the Field of Ruin. And then hopefully have a Valamakas in place. Oh my, I messed up again. Oh, 2 misplays in a row. What am I doing? Okay, let's see if we can remedy this. I think we can, but I didn't even think of it. Good thing we still had a red, huh? I should have saved that in all honesty. That's alright. Now I think we can get our Valamakas going and start getting some things happening and pull this one off. Should have kept the rip apart in case they did have a brutal Cathar, but we're okay. Honestly, if they have a brutal Cathar and the Legion Angel, I'd probably go with the doomskar. There it is. I think that's enough for a doomskar, isn't it? Probably could have had a kill there, honestly, but I think we got it. If we were to grab it, the Igneous and the Lore Hold. I don't think we had quite enough mana, but would have guaranteed it the next turn anyway. Probably would have been a good move. That's when I've thought of adding Valorous Stance, just to kind of see. I think the Test of Talents kind of serves a similar purpose though. And it's a little more versatile. No white. Oh no, we do have a white mana. Okay. I think we can make that work. Mono green this round maybe? Try to keep this if we can, and that will come in handy. We got that. I think we go right in with the Rip Apart. That could also take out a Carriage. We're getting the tools we need, that's for sure. So it'd be nice to kill one of those before next turn. Can kill one on next turn, but then the Doomskar looks a lot worse. We just take 6 and hope they don't have the Ulvenwald. I think that's all we can do. Alright, good luck to us. Okay. It's rough, but we can get there with the Doomskar and the Farewell, I think. I mean, 3 pack leaders, what you gonna do about that? I'm surprised that they played that as a land. Must have a Wrenn in 7 or something. Oh, there's the Carriage. Alright, so either way we do, we got Doomskar, right? I think. If they start copying the... Okay, that I'm not worried about at all, honestly. Put something down that can lock that for days. Or at least once. I think we're just going to hit him with the Farewell. And hope they can't amass anything like that. Right? Right. Artifacts and creatures. And then we'll get our big boy out. They probably have 2 of the 4/5s still. Nope, there's the Ulvenwald. I knew he's there somewhere. And a Ranger class, okay. Well, if we don't have a way to kill him. If he has a snakeskin, we're going to be in trouble. How much land would that take? More than we have. We've only got 6, we need 8. So I guess we can put one down and gain a life. And I think we should do this. And 100% trade, my friend. Give me that Ulvenwald. Okay. Yeah. It's gonna make it trickier, isn't it? get more bodies coming. Dang. Coming down to the wire. They got a blocker. Let's see how many have. Oh, just that one. Alright. This could do it. And we've got the doomskar, and let's make something that'll be able to block at some point, maybe. Like that wolf. Guess you didn't bother to read the card, huh? Well, are we within one? Alright guys, let's just hit it on this one. It's getting late. It's been a long video already. This is the time to hop into Mythic. Just call it good. Either that or we'll have to hit it tomorrow. No misplays, no misclicks. Good draws. Don't give us like Demir or Azorius, please. Please. Alright, 3 lands. Looks like a good hand. Balanced hand anyway. Got 2, yeah. Oh no. That is one of the worst things I could have imagined. This deck has not done well against mills. I think if we could pull off the combo of getting out like a really quick lore hold, like if, you know, I could get lucky enough for them to mill one and then be able to bring it back, I think we'd be in good shape. But it just never really works out that way. I usually go through enough cards on my own. I don't need a mill deck's help. Is this a land? So this, I think we gotta make red, so let's do that. I think we still get sciences with that. I mean, you can worry me. Okay, you wanna kill it. That's fine. Still get my land. This is a rough way to have a last game here. Come on, Storm King, you got this. Okay, well that's like the last thing we needed was another doomskar. Guess we just go sciences. I don't really want to run the risk of getting this countered. And let's play tap land. I think we foretell a doomskar next turn for when they start pulling out dragons. Or maybe we can do a windfall because we'll have enough to hard cast the doomskar. If we play either one of these. They could have another counter, but I think we just have to go with it. We don't need the doomskar anyway. That's not great. We do have enough for Valimachus next turn though, so I guess we hold out hope that that's enough. Don't want to use the treasure necessarily for the Reckless Impulse because my next turn will be full anyway, likely. Got 43 cards still. Looks like we're only getting doubled Tashas and we have pretty high casting costs. So. Yeah, not too great for them. But of course we get another land. It doesn't really matter what we have, but anything is better than nothing, right? Just gonna end up milling ourselves a little more, but I guess we can live with that. Okay, so we have another threat if needed. We still got 24 cards. If they can do that again, I think we're pretty well done. Should we do this? If I had one more mana, it would be nice to get the Test of Talents. I think we'll wait. See if they have another Tasha's for us, maybe? They do. This would be a great matchup for our Test of Talents. Oh, I just saw one of them go. Is that both of them? Oh, it is both of them. Well, that's very unfortunate. Let's attack and see what we got. We got maybe 1 or 2 more turns left, I'd say. Can they kill me next turn? They probably can, unfortunately. We just have to go all out. So now, with 7 cards, do we say the Maddening Cacophony? Or do we say Tasha's? If they have 3 Tasha's, then in 15 cards, then sure. I'm sure that's what they were planning on doing. Oh, they have another Tasha's, don't they? Maybe a bounce. Bounce doesn't really help. I think if they had a Tasha's, they would have done it already. Academic probation. A lot of times you just need one more turn. I don't think it's a bad card. Doesn't get much play. I could see maybe throwing one more in my sideboard, but it'd be tough. Maybe this the scry guy could go, because I can just discard and draw. Not quite as good, but not paying 3 mana for it either. Oh, looks like we're going to get roped versus the mill. Come on. How fitting, though, to go all the way to Mythic versus a mill deck, which is definitely one of our weaknesses. They got both of our test of talents, managed to double mill us twice, but here we are, thanks to academic probation, blocking their Maddening Cacophony double cast. Good game, good game. Oh, that was amazing. I'm glad I got my quest to Mythic recorded this time. My last Skeletal Swarming deck was a pretty epic battle to get there too, but I mean, this has just been going very smoothly, this deck. The land is very consistent, and once you get up to a, you know, your threshold of mana, 3 can get you quite a ways, 4 gets you a little further, and 5 will get you about all the way. Once you get there, you've got some pretty good defenses in place, and it's just a matter of getting a Valimachus. Some games you wait forever for him, and you're like 20 cards left in your deck, and then the 4 of them start coming, and you just start blowing it up at that point. But getting to there is sometimes not a picnic. At least it's rare. But yeah, that's the deck. That's the quest to Mythic. Give you another quick look at it here. I think it's great that these little things that I've been able to put in have been very effective, like the academic probation. This one I'm not so sure, but I've used it. I mean, it's better than discarding. The test of talents has been really solid. I think 1 less invoke justice has been just fine, and a slightly higher land ratio with our extra 1 card has made that a little bit more consistent too. So I hope you guys all enjoyed the deck and the quest to Mythic, and 94%. It's not too bad to start, I guess, right? And I'll see you in the next video. New decks, Streets of Capenna coming soon. We'll see. All right, peace, later.